Good morning, dear children. Today in maths, we will do lesson number 10, tens and hundreds, part 1. Hello and a very good morning to all my dear students. Today in the maths, we are going to start a new lesson in the textbook. As such, we have already started the new lesson in the workbook, but today we are going to start the new lesson in the textbook. That is your lesson number 10, tens and hundreds. So first of all, you are going to write today's date and classwork. That is 18/1/2021 and classwork. Now, I already explained what is tenth and what is hundred. But again, we will study in this. I'll explain once again in the textbook what is tenth and what is hundredth. Now, first we will see this is a scale that has been shown. Now, in this scale, you can see this side is the centimeter side and the other side of the scale is the inches side, as you all know very well. Now, here you can see the markings are given here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 12 inches. 12 inches of scale is there. और वैसे ये markings हैं centimeters के. Now we have to look at the centimeter side only. You can see this is the 0. This is the starting point of the scale. After that 1, 2, 3. These are the big markings that have been done. But in between these big markings, you can see the small marking and then again big marking. And then after few small markings, there is one big marking. Now this big, we will count the total number of markings that are there between each number. So total there are 10 markings between all the between two numbers. Like 0 to 1, there are 10 markings, and 1 to 2, there are again 10 markings. We can count like this: 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then the fifth marking is the big one, then 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then 10th one is your big marking. So total 10 marks are there between any two numbers. So here 1 centimeter has 10 equal parts. Now as you know that this is the centimeter side of the scale and 1 centimeter has 10 parts. Equal parts are there. These are your equal parts. So each part is 1/10 of a centimeter. So what is the value of one part? If we say this one part, so the value of this one part is 1/10 of a centimeter. That means 1 सेंटीमीटर का ये 1/10 हिस्सा है. क्योंकि टोटल 10 पार्ट्स हैं तो एक पार्ट का वैल्यू कितना हुआ? 1/10 पार्ट ऑफ 1 centimeter. 1/10 of a centimeter is also called as 1 millimeter. या फिर हम इसको ऐसे भी कह सकते हैं कि जो 1 part है 1/10 of a centimeter भी बोल सकते हैं. और it is also called as in the smaller unit as millimeter. सेंटीमीटर से और उससे छोटा जो होता है यानी कि सबसे छोटा यूनिट जो मेजरमेंट में होता है दैट इज योर मिलीमीटर. सो दिस वन पार्ट इज 1 millimeter. दैट मीन्स देयर आर 10 millimeters in 1 centimeters. One part is 1 millimeter, then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 millimeters, and 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 millimeters. That means 1 centimeter is equal to how many millimeters? It is equal to 10 millimeters, or one part in the centimeter is 1 millimeter, or 1/10 centimeter, or 1/10 centimeter. Now let's take a look at what is written here. What is the length of the smallest pencil you have used? How long is this pencil? Now this is the pencil given here. You can measure this pencil with the help of a scale. That last time I showed you how to measure the pencil with the help of a scale. So this is your 2.5 centimeters. Measure using a scale. How good is your guess? So whether your guess is right or wrong, that you can tell. We can see that Anuj used lens to make it look bigger because the markings are so small that sometimes it is difficult for you to exactly see the marking at which exact point is this measurement that we have to take. Now here you can see the pencil is kept here. Now here you can see the pencil is kept here at the 0. That means when you are starting the measurement, you have to keep the one point of the object at 0 and then you have to measure. Now here you can see it is the point of this pencil is after 3, 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the 6th line. So it is 3.6 centimeters is the length of this pencil. ये pencil की length कितनी है? 3 centimeters and 6 millimeters. We can say that it is more than 3 centimeters. You can see that it is more than 3 centimeters. But how long? 0.6 means more 6 lines are there. That means 6 millimeters is there. Oh, it is This pencil is 3 centimeters and 6 millimeters in length. I can see 3 millimeters long. यहाँ पर देखिए, यहाँ से आपको अगर दिखाया हुआ है तो देखिए 0 से 1 के बीच में कितने पार्ट्स हैं ये जो है। अब ये जो एंट है या बर्ड है, जो भी इंसेक्ट यहाँ पर दिया हुआ है, इसमें आप देख सकते हैं कितनी इसकी लेंथ कितनी दिखाई हुई है। इट्स एन इंसेक्ट। सो यहाँ से शुरू किया 1 2 एंड 3, 1 से शुरू किया, फिर उसके बाद 2 पार्ट, यानी कि टोटल 3 लाइन्स आर देयर। दैट मीन्स द लेंथ ऑफ दिस इंसेक्ट इज 3 मिलीमीटर्स। ऐसे कि 1 पार्ट 1 मिलीमीटर है, सेकेंड पार्ट 2 मिलीमीटर और थर्ड पार्ट इज योर 3 मिलीमीटर्स। सो द लेंथ ऑफ दिस इंसेक्ट इज 3 millimeters. But I have a longer 7/10 of centimeter or 7 millimeters. अब यहाँ पर दूसरा इंसेक्ट है, यू कैन सी हाउ मेनी पार्ट्स आर दीज। 1 से काउंट करेंगे, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 up to ये जो dotted line here है, that is the total length of this insect. It is a bigger insect, so what is the length? 7. These are the 7 points. तो 7 millimeters हुआ और 0.7 centimeters you can say, 7/10 of the centimeter. मतलब 7 पार्ट्स आउट ऑफ टोटल 10 पार्ट्स इज देयर, तो 7/10 सेंटीमीटर और 7 मिलीमीटर्स इज द लेंथ ऑफ दिस इंसेक्ट। 7/10 हमने क्यों कहा? क्योंकि टोटल 10 पार्ट्स है और एक पार्ट का वैल्यू अगर 1/10 है तो 7 पार्ट्स का वैल्यू कितना होगा? 7/10, तो इन सेंटीमीटर्स। सो इट इज़ 7/10, और अगर वी के मिलीमीटर में कहें तो 1 पार्ट इज इक्वल टू 1 millimeter, सो 7 पार्ट्स आर इज इक्वल टू 7 millimeters. We also call 1/10 of a centimeter as 0.1 centimeters. अब जो 1/10 of a centimeter को अगर हम डेसिमल में लिखते हैं, this is point is called as the decimal. If we write it in decimal, we call it as 1 centimeter. We read it as 0.1 centimeters. How do we read this? 0.1 centimeters. So 1 millimeter is same as 0.1 centimeters. Now if millimeter is there and you have to know the value of 1 millimeter in centimeter, so 1 millimeter will be equal to 0.1 centimeters. यानी कि 1/10, that is equal to 0.1 centimeters. Now next, moving on to the next page, what is the length of this pen? यहाँ पर देखिए ये पेन दिखाया हुआ है और पेन का लेंथ कितना है। यहाँ पर जो है, सॉरी पेंसिल है, द लेंथ ऑफ पेंसिल्स हाउ मेनी पार्ट्स, यहाँ से शुरू के यू कैन सी दिस डॉटेड लाइन्स, दैट ओनली यू हैव टू काउंट 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 lines are there. So total 6 lines, that means 6 millimeters is there, and in centimeter we can write what is the length in centimeter. It is 0.6 centimeters. As 1 millimeter is equal to 0.1 centimeter, same way 6 millimeter is equal to 0.6 centimeters. So that way you have to write. Now next is about the frogs. Now moving on to page number 135 is the new topic, that is your frogs. Now here you can see, have you seen frogs? Where? How many different types of frogs have you seen? Are all the frogs of the same length? Here are 2 interesting examples. Now you all have seen the frogs in the rainy season. Some frogs are small in size, some are big in size. So there's an interesting fact that they have told you about the frogs with giving an example. Now this is the gold frogs. This kind of frog is among the smallest in the world. Its length is only 0.9 centimeters. That means it is even less than 1 complete centimeter. ये 1 सेंटीमीटर जो है यहाँ से यहाँ तक, इससे भी छोटा जो है ये फ्रॉग है. Just imagine how small the size of the frog is. So it is 0.9. मतलब एक लाइन जो है 10 में जो है कम होना है, इतना यहाँ तक जो है, यहाँ से यहाँ तक की लेंथ जो है फ्रॉग की है, that is 0.9 centimeters. Now guess how many such frogs can sit on your little finger. If you have a little finger, then this 0.9 centimeter की कितने frogs जो हैं आपके इस little finger पर बैठ सकते हैं? तो approximately 4 can sit. 4 frogs can sit on this finger. Next is your bullfrog, but this is among the biggest frogs. It is as long as 30.5 centimeters. You can see the picture that this frog looks very big, and the length of this frog is 30.5 centimeters. Means it is pretty big frog. बहुत ही बड़ा सा ये frog है. So what does 0.9 centimeters means? 0.9 centimeters means what is it? If we convert it into millimeters, what will be? It is the same as 9 millimeters. mm is the short form of millimeters. millimeters को हम short में mm लिखते हैं और centimeters को हम cm short में लिखते हैं. तो 0.9 centimeters is equal to 9 millimeters. We can also say that this is 9/10 of a centimeter, right? Yes, it is right, 9/10 of a centimeter, because in between 2 centimeters, as I told you, between the two numbers of the scale, there are 10 equal parts and one part is equal to 1 millimeter, and this is 9 parts. So total 9 parts are there, a total 10 parts are there. Out of 10 parts, 9 part is the length of this frog. So 9 upon 10th या 9/10 is the length of the frog. We can also say like that. और in centimeters 0.9 centimeters, fraction में 9/10 और millimeter में 9 millimeters is the length. Now, so 30.5 centimeters is same as 30 centimeters and 5 millimeters. 0.5 centimeters, we convert it into millimeters. That will change into 5 millimeters because the value of 1 millimeter is equal to 0.1 centimeters. Dear children, whatever lines I am underlining in the textbook, you also have to underline those lines because those are the important lines in the lesson that you need to remember. About how many of the big frogs can sit on 1 meter scale. अब 30 centimeters है, 30.5 centimeters is the length of one scale. तो nearly most probably 3 frogs can sit on 1 meter scale. That means 100 centimeter के scale पर कितने frogs बैठ सकते? 30, 30, 60, 30, 90. That means nearly 3 to 4 frogs can such frogs can sit. If they sit in a straight line, about how many of small frogs will cover in 1 meter? Nearly 111 frogs can cover because 0.9 अगर 1 सेंटीमीटर भी है तो आप 100 के और 0.1 सब में बचता जाएगा तो एक फ्रॉग जो है 10 फ्रॉग्स एक्स्ट्रा हो जाएंगे. सो 111 फ्रॉग्स विल सिट. 1 मीटर में 100 सेंटीमीटर्स हो गए तो 100 फ्रॉग्स तो वैसे ही आ गए एंड 11 मोर फ्रॉग्स विल बी देयर. सो 111 फ्रॉग्स. नाउ प्रैक्टिस टाइम. Length of nail is 2 meters and dash millimeters. Now here you can see 2 meters का ये marking हो गया. After 2 meters, how many points are there? This is 3 से just 1 less. So that is 2.9 centimeters or 9 millimeters. This part after 2 is your millimeter part. So 2 centimeter and 9 millimeters, or you can write it as 2.9 centimeters, since 1 millimeter is 10 centimeters. Therefore 9 centimeter will be, I have written meter, sorry, 9 centimeter will be millimeter will be 9 upon 10, that is 0.9 centimeters. यहाँ पर जो है 9 will be your millimeters. ये 9 millimeters है. So moving on to next page. It's the measurement of a lady's finger or a bhindi or okra as we call it. The length of lady's finger or the bhindi is 9 centimeters and 3 millimeters. It is या 3 या 4 millimeters के आसपास है. I can see 4 millimeters, but you just exactly see and write. It can be 3, it can be 4. Little bit of differences there. So 9.4 or 3 centimeters. Now next is using the scale. 9.94 centimeters, that is 9 centimeters and 4 millimeters it can be. It is written as like this in centimeters and millimeters. Now next is your question 3. Using the scale on the page, find the difference in the length between the candles 1 and 3. Now this is your candle 1 and this is your candle 3. I have just written the measurements. First you have to find the length of this candle with the help of a scale. Scale के help से पहले आप ये जो candle है उसका आप सेंटीमीटर में जो है लेंथ मेजर करेंगे विद द हेल्प ऑफ अ स्केल. आई विल शो यू. दिस इज द सेंटीमीटर स्केल. सो you will start from 0, as I have told you that you have to start from 0. This is nearly 3 centimeters is this. You can see exactly 3 centimeters. अब जो फ्लेम आपको मेजर करनी है तो इसके लिए एक लाइन ऐसे एक्सटेंड करिए और यहाँ से एक लाइन एक्सटेंड करिए so that you can easily measure the length of this. It is nearly 1.5 centimeters. So इस तरीके से आपको करना है मेजर. वैसे ही सेकेंड कैंडल को करना है, फिर उस तरीके से सेकेंड फ्लेम को करना है. Then measure the third candle and then measure the third flame. And here you have to write the measurements in centimeters and millimeters. By mistake here I have written in centimeters. जो millimeter का box था उसमें मैंने mistake से centimeters लिखा हुआ है. So I have cut and written centimeter and here millimeters. So candle first का length है 3 centimeter and 00 millimeters. Flame 1 1.5 centimeters, candle 2 5 centimeters, and flame 2 1.9 centimeters, candle 3 6 centimeters, and flame 3 is 1.8 centimeters. Now the same you have to write it in millimeters and centimeters. 3 meter 00 millimeter, 1 centimeter 5 millimeter, 5 centimeter 00 millimeter, and 1 centimeter 9 millimeter, 6 centimeter 00 millimeters, and 1 centimeter and 8 millimeters. Now next is your color fun. Next is guess and color. First, color all the rods as shown without measuring, then check. Now rods less than 1 centimeter length red, rods between the length of 1 and 2 centimeters blue, rods of length 2 and 3 centimeters is green, and rods of length 3 and 4 centimeters is orange. Simply by observing you have to see that which, जैसे ये एकदम छोटे छोटे rods है तो इनको red color करना है, फिर उसके बाद थोड़े से बड़े हैं उनको blue color करना है, उससे थोड़े बड़े दिखते हैं उसको green, और जो सबसे बड़े length में दिखते हैं जैसे ये है, फिर यहाँ सब green है, ये दो जो हैं वो orange color के होंगे, बाकी सब green, red and blue color के होंगे. I've already given the color, so you will color it accordingly and then you measure it whether we have done it right or wrong. Between 1 and 2 centimeters मतलब कि 1 और 2 centimeters के बीच में जो आएंगे, यू कैन सी दिस इज़ 1 and 2, मतलब इसके बीच में जितने भी आएंगे उनको आपको ब्लू कलर करना है, इन दोनों के बीच में आएंगे उनको ग्रीन कलर करना है, और 3 और 4 सेंटीमीटर्स के बीच में होंगे उनको आपको ऑरेंज कलर करना है. सो जस्ट लुकिंग एट इट यू कैन सी एंड कलर इट. नाउ नेक्स्ट ऑन नेक्स्ट पेज वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू डू दिस. ड्रॉ एंड मेजर. गेस द लेंथ टू ड्रॉ these things. आपको यहाँ पे कुछ चीज़ें ड्रॉ करनी है. आस्क योर फ्रेंड टू ड्रॉ द सेम. आफ्टर you make the drawing, use a scale to measure the length. इसमें आपको ant of 1 centimeter length करना है, pencil of 7 centimeter, a glass of 11 centimeter height with water up to 5 centimeter, a bangle of perimeter 20 centimeters. So we are not going to do this. We are going to omit this. Now next is our eyes gets confused. Now there are certain times when we see certain things we'll feel that they look the same, means उनकी length same है या उनकी breadth same है, हमको ऐसा देख के लगता है, बहुत बार ऐसा लगता है, पर कई बार ऐसा नहीं भी होता है, and sometimes it is right also. Now here you can see our eyes gets confused. Which line is longer, A or B? Measure each line and write how long it is in centimeters. How good is your guess? Now you have to see, you have to measure, take the scale and measure the lines, and you have to find the length of the lines. Again we will measure from the centimeter side like this. Centimeter यहाँ से आप measure करेंगे तो it is nearly 4.5 centimeters. Roughly it is 4.5 centimeters, and we'll measure the length of this. It is nearly 5 सेंटीमीटर्स. यहाँ इसकी लेंथ जो है नियरली 5 से थोड़ा सा कम है, नियरली 4.8 सेंटीमीटर्स जितना है, और इसका 4.5 जितना है. तो जो बी लाइन है इट इज़ नियरली अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 4.8 सेंटीमीटर्स. So 4.8 centimeters. So this line B is bigger than line A. Now here you can see this is C and D are two lines. Which line is longer, C or D? Measure each line. How good is your guess? Now here you can see there are two lines again. We will measure. By looking at this we can see that one line looks bigger, but let us see. ये जो D वाली line है पहले हम इसको measure करते हैं यहाँ से. So it's nearly 2.5 centimeters, not 5 only, but 2.2 or 3 centimeters है. अब यहाँ से इसको measure करते हैं. ये लाइन जो है वो 3 सेंटीमीटर्स के 3 point something के आसपास है, और let us see. Yes, this is also nearly 3 point something, and this size also 3 point. Very small lines are there, so it's not clearly visible, but 3.2 centimeters as I have written. तो ये लाइन भी देखने से ऐसा लगता है कि शायद सी वाली लाइन लंबी होगी, लेकिन सी एंड डी बोथ आर सेम, एंड द मेजरमेंट इज 3.2 सेंटीमीटर. सो बोथ आर सेम. सो समटाइम्स वी गेट कन्फ्यूज्ड विद दिस. जैसे इसमें तो हमको क्लियरली लग रहा है कि लाइन बी इज बिगर, बट हियर यू कैन सी दैट दिस लाइन इज लिटिल बिट लॉन्गर, यू कैन सी, बट बोथ द लाइन्स आर सेम. नाउ वी मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट पेज. दैट इज योर पेज नंबर 138. Whose tail is the longest? Here you have to measure the tails of these animals that are shown here. Lizard है, rat है, cat है, puppy है, then this is your pig and this is the monkey. Now here you have to measure these tails with the help of scale. You cannot measure. तो last time I showed you how to measure with the help of a thread. एक thread लीजिए और उस threads को इसके ऊपर रखिए और फिर वो thread की लंबाई जो है इस scale के ऊपर रखनी है और फिर उसको measure करना है. जैसे अभी हम roughly ऐसे करते, because it is curve also, that is why we need the thread. We cannot directly do with the help of a scale. जैसे ये छोटी सी straight है तो हम इसको measure कर सकते हैं कि 1 सेंटीमीटर से भी कम है. This is your 0.8 centimeters. Now this is also straight, so we can say it is roughly 2 centimeters. Nearly 2 भी नहीं है, 1 सेंटीमीटर के बाद थोड़े से है तो 1.2 सेंटीमीटर्स इज द लेंथ ऑफ दिस. जो कर्व्ड है, द टेल्स विच आर कर्व्ड, यू कैन नॉट मेजर विद द हेल्प ऑफ द स्केल. फॉर दीज कर्व्ड टेल्स यू नीड टू यूज़ द थ्रेड. तो एक थ्रेड लीजिए, इसके ऊपर रखिए और फिर वो थ्रेड की लंबाई को इसके स्केल के ऊपर आपको रखना है और फिर उसकी लेंथ मेजर करनी है. So that way you will measure the length of the tail of lizard and rat, mouse and pig. Pig की तो tail काफ़ी twisted होती है, so it's difficult. ये 1 centimeters है, I think it is 1 centimeters. Then this is your 2 centimeters. तो जो tail सबसे लंबी किसकी है वो है monkey की tail सबसे लंबी है. As also we can say, by looking at this also we can say the tail of the monkey is the longest. Now the longest rupee notes. Which is the longest, with what is the length of 100 rupee note? Guess. Now measure using a scale. This is the note of 100 rupee. You have to measure the length of the 100 rupee note and then write. Now here you can see this is, I have a 100 rupee note, so we will start from here. यहाँ से शुरू करना है इस तरीके से और प्रॉपरली इसको स्ट्रेट रखना है. Here I have kept it on a binding book, so it will not be totally straight. So this way you have to put it and measure the length of this 100 rupee note. Then you have to measure the width of this 100 rupee note like this. तो इस तरीके से आपको नोट को मेजर करके उसकी लेंथ लिखनी है. Roughly I have written the length. This is the guesswork and this is the actual length that I have written of 100 rupee note, 10 rupee note, 20 rupees, 5 rupees postcard and our maths magic book. So all these the measurements I have written. This is the guess of the length that I have done and this is the actual measurement that was there of these notes and the textbook. Now moving on to the next question. At the market. Now here you can see there are different objects which have been put on sale and the price tags are given on these objects. What is the cost of one banana? What is the cost? You can see the bananas are 3, but here the cost of one banana is given here. So what is the cost of one banana? What is the cost of this purse? What is the cost of pen? For one object the cost is given here. This is your soap. This is ये घड़ी है और उसके बाद यहाँ पर जो है ये मैच बॉक्स है. तो ये सारी चीज़ों के प्राइस आपको यहाँ पर दिए हुए हैं. नाउ ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस देयर आर सर्टेन क्वेश्चंस दैट आर गिवन हियर दैट वी हैव टू सी. नाउ द इन द टेक्स्ट बुक आई हैव रिटन द आंसर्स बट द सॉल्यूशन आई हैव डन इन द नोटबुक. दैट सॉल्यूशन you all will do in the notebook the same way as I have done in the notebook. Now first let us see what is written here. Look at this funny price, 32 rupees and 99 paisa. But if we give rupees 33, they doesn't give us back 1 paisa. This is only to fool us by showing how 1 paisa less. What part of the rupee is 1 paisa? Now as you know that from here the new topic starts, that is of rupee and paisa. Till now we had done the topic of measurement of length in meters, centimeters and millimeters. Now the new topic is about the paisa and the rupees. Now you all know that 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa. It's very you all remember that. What 1 rupee is equal to 100 पैसा. दैट मीन्स 1 पैसे 1 रुपये के अंदर कितने पैसे आते हैं? 100 पैसे आते हैं. सो दीज टू गर्ल्स आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस लेडी एंड द गर्ल इज टॉकिंग दैट इट इज़ 3 rupees, 32 rupees and 99 paisa. But if we give 33 rupees back, they are not going to return 1 paisa. So what is the cost of, what is the value of that 1 paisa in a rupee? तो 1 पैसे की जो वैल्यू कितनी होती है? 1 paisa is 100th of a rupee, isn't it? It is written as 0.01. So that is why we write it as 99 paisa as rupees 0.99. There are 100 parts in 1 rupee. ऐसे आप समझिए कि जैसे हमने मीटर और मिलीमीटर में देखा कि स्केल में 10 पार्ट्स होते हैं, वैसे ही 1 रुपी और 100 पैसा में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो 1 रुपये में जब पैसे में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो उसके 100 पार्ट्स होंगे. द वैल्यू ऑफ 1 पार्ट इज 1/100. तो 1 पार्ट की वैल्यू कितना है? 1/100 पार्ट. एंड इफ वी कन्वर्ट दैट 1/100 पार्ट, 1 पैसा इज इक्वल टू 1/100 पार्ट. एंड इफ वी कन्वर्ट दिस पैसा इंटू रुपी, इट विल बी 0.01. 0.01 rupee. This is the conversion of paisa into rupee. 1 paisa is equal to 1/100 rupee. Now we can see that 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa, or the 1 paisa is equal to 1/100 rupees, or 0.01 rupee. Now here you can see the price of the objects are given here as I have shown you. Now from this price you have to find out what the question is asking for. How many paisa does a matchbox cost? Now we can see here the cost of matchbox is 50 paisa. So we will write here 0.50 paisa. How many matchboxes can you get for 2 rupees 50 paisa? Now first of all we have to convert this 2 rupees 50 paisa into paisa. We will get 5 matchbox out of it. 250 paisa will be there, and then we will divide it by 50, then you will get 5 only. So 5 matchboxes you will can buy from 2 rupees 50 paisa. The whole solution I have done in the notebook that I'll send you. How many rupees does the soap cost? What is the cost of the soap? The cost of the soap is written here as 8.75, that is 8 rupees and 75 paisa. Arun wanted to buy a soap. He has 5 rupees coin, 2 1 rupees coin and 4 half rupees coin. Write in rupees what money he will get back. Now he wanted to buy a soap, then the cost of soap is 8 rupees and 75 paisa. Now he has 1 5 rupee coin, then 2 1 rupees coins, matlab 5 plus 1 6 plus 1 7. So 7 rupees ho gaye, and 4 half rupees coin. Half rupee means 50 paisa coin. So 1 2 3 and 4 50 paisa coins. That 250 paisa coin will make 1 rupee. Then again 250 paisa coin will make 1 rupee. That means this 1 rupee and this 1 rupee will become 2 rupees, 3 rupees, 4 rupees, and 4 plus 5. Total he gave 9 rupees to the shopkeeper. So how much money he is going to get back? We have to write that money in the rupees. He is going to get 0.25 rupees back. 9 rupees, 8 is 75, so 0.25 rupees back, or 25 paisa back. Now next is a banana costs rupees 2.5 rupees. एक banana का cost कितना है? 2.5. That means 2 rupees and 50 paisa for 1 banana. एक banana का cost 2 rupees 50 paisa है. So how much will 1.5 dozen bananas cost? Now 1.5 dozen में how many numbers of bananas are there? That you have to first find out. 1 dozen bananas means 12 bananas. In dozen 12 things come, and then half dozen means 6 things come. So 1.5 dozen means 12 plus 6, 18 bananas are there that you need to buy. So what will the cost of 18 bananas if the cost of 1 banana is 2 rupees and 50 paisa? अगर एक बनाना का कॉस्ट 2 rupees 50 पैसा है तो 1.5 डजन बनाना का कितना होगा? क्योंकि 1 डजन में 12 बनानास आएंगे और अगले हाफ डजन में 6 आएंगे. दैट मीन्स टोटल 18 बनानास विल बी देयर. तो उसका कॉस्ट कितना होगा? 45 रुपीज़ होगा. 18 मल्टीप्लाइड बाई 2 rupees and 50 पैसा, दैट विल बी 45 रुपीज़. नाउ व्हाट इज रिटन हियर इज Kanan takes rupees 60 and buys 1.5 dozen bananas. Now she has taken 60 rupees to buy 1.5 bananas. You can buy the pens with the money left. Now she is telling this boy that if from the money that is left after buying 1.5 dozens of bananas, you can buy the pen also. Now here it is given that the cost of 1 pen is 6 rupees and 50 paisa. 6.5 rupees is the cost of 1 pen. So let's check out how much money is left with the Kanan first. 60 rupees is the cost she has got, and out of that 45 rupees she has to pay for 1.5 dozens of bananas. That means 15 rupees are left with her. 60 minus 45, that is 15 rupees are left with her. So with from those 15 rupees, how many pens can Kanan buy and how much money is left? The Kanan can buy 2 pens. तो एक पेन की कॉस्ट जो है 6 rupees 50 पैसा है, तो 2 पेन्स की कॉस्ट कितनी होगी? 13 रुपीज़ होगी. 6.50 मल्टीप्लाइड बाई 2, So the cost of 2 pens will be 13 rupees. So I can buy 2 pens with rupees 13. Yes, she can buy the 2 pens, and how much money will be left? Still 2 rupees will be left because she has got 15 rupees and the cost of 2 pens is 13 rupees. So she will be left with 2 rupees more. तो उसके पास 2 रुपये फिर भी बचेंगे. The price of 2 pens is rupees 13. Can she buy 2 pens? Yes, she can buy 2 pens. वो 2 pens खरीद सकती है बिकॉज उसके पास 15 रुपीज़ है और 2 पेन्स के कॉस्ट 13 रुपीज़ है. नाउ वी मूव ऑन टू नेक्स्ट पेज, दैट इज़ योर मैच प्रैक्टिस टाइम. मैच दीज. नाउ हियर इट इज़ ये फ्रैक्शन में भी है. नाउ देर आर 3 थिंग्स दैट वी हैव लर्न, द फ्रैक्शन, द डेसिमल और द ओरिजिनल. जैसे कि होता है, जैसे इसमें रुपीज़ पैसा है तो ये फ्रैक्शन में दिया हुआ है, ये पैसे में दिया हुआ है. द सेम अमाउंट इज गिवन इन द रुपीज़ ऑल्सो. इन और 3 डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स द वन थिंग इज गिवन फ्रैक्शन, paisa and the decimal part. So that way it is given. Now match yellow box with one green box and one pink box. ये जो येलो बॉक्स को हमको पहले किसके साथ मैच करना है? ग्रीन बॉक्स के साथ मैच करना है. और वो मैचिंग जो है आपको पिंक बॉक्स के साथ भी करना है. मतलब व्हाट इज़ द कॉस्ट ऑफ हाफ रुपी? हाफ रुपी इज इक्वल टू 50 पैसा. और 50 पैसा का कॉस्ट कितना है रुपी में? 0.50 rupees. So first we have to match the paisa with the fraction part of the rupee and then paisa with the rupees. What is the cost of that? What is the value or what will be this 25 paisa and rupee equal to? That we have to do the matching. मतलब पहले हम ये रुपी और पैसा और फ्रैक्शन को मैच करते हैं, उसके बाद पैसा और रुपीज़ को मैच करेंगे. नाउ सेकेंड वन इज रुपी 1/10. 1/10 का मतलब क्या हुआ? 10 पैसा. यानी कि 1/10 इज 10 पैसा और 10 पैसे का वैल्यू कितना हुआ? 0.10 रुपीज़. रुपी 5/100. व्हाट इज़ द कॉस्ट ऑफ 5/100? दैट इज़ 5 पैसा. 5 पैसे की वैल्यू कितनी है? 5/100 रुपी. तो इसको 5 पैसे का कितना आएगा? 5 पैसा इज इक्वल टू रुपीज़ 0.05. 1 पैसे का कॉस्ट कितना है? 0.01. तो 5 पैसे का कॉस्ट कितना होगा? 0.05 रुपीज़. 3/4. 3/4 रुपी, दैट मीन्स 3 क्वार्टर्स. यानी कि नियरली देखिए 1 क्वार्टर है, अगर उसको 100 के उसमें डिवाइड करेंगे तो ईच क्वार्टर विल 25, 25, 25 एंड 25. अगर 100 को हम 4 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करते हैं इक्वली, दैन इट विल बी 25, 25, 25 एंड 25. सो अगर 325 हुए तो 25 प्लस 25 प्लस 25 दैट विल बिकम 75. तो 3/4 ऑफ रुपी इज इक्वल टू 75 पैसा एंड दैट 75 पैसा इज इक्वल टू 0.75 rupees. Then next is your 99/100. This is your 99 paisa and that is equal to 0.99 rupees. And last is 1/4 paisa, that is equal to 25 paisa and 25 paisa is equal to 0.25 rupees. तो जैसे ये 3/4 से 75 है तो 1/4 पार्ट लेफ्ट हुआ, यानी कि एक 25 पैसा रह गया. तो एक 25 पैसा इज इक्वल टू 1/4 रुपी एंड दैट इज इक्वल टू 0.25 पैसा. नाउ दिस इज द मैचिंग दैट यू हैव टू डू इट इन योर नोटबुक ऑल्सो. अब उसके बाद जो है colorful designs. Now here you can see this is the fraction part that we are studying now. What part of this sheet is colored blue? Now here you can see, first we'll count the number of parts. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10 parts are there. So what is the how many parts are colored blue? Only one part is colored blue. So what is the fraction of the colored part? 1/10. 1 is colored blue and total parts are 10. So 1/10th part of this sheet is colored blue. 1/10th part of this entire sheet, because this entire sheet is divided into 10 equal parts. So one part is 1/10. What part of the sheet is green? Now you can see how many parts are green. 1 2 and 3 parts are green. So total 3 parts are green and total number of parts are 10. That is 3/10. Which color covers 0.2 of the sheet? Now how many parts are 2 parts? Yellow. 1 and 2 parts are yellow. So yellow covers 0.2 parts of the sheet. Oh, the blue strip is 0.1 of the sheet. Next is Now look at the second sheet. This was the first sheet that we had done, which was divided into 10 parts. Now this is the second sheet which has been divided into 100 parts. This is 10th and this is 100th. One part is called as 100th, 1 upon 100th part. 100 के आगे th लगेगा, वैसे 10th के आगे भी th, 10 parts या 10th parts th लगेगा. So remember that difference between 10th and 10th, 100 and 100th part. One part, 1 upon 100th part. Each strip is divided into 10 equal boxes. How many boxes are there in all? So you can count like this. One, हम ऐसे और ऐसे count करेंगे. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. That means total 100 parts are there in this. Is each box 1 upon 100 part of the sheet? Yes. What is the value of each part? The value of each part is 1 upon 100th part of the box. That is right. How many blue boxes are there? This is whole one line is there. That means total 10 boxes are there. You can count it also. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10 boxes are there. So total 10 blue boxes are there. Is the blue box equal to 10 upon 100 of the sheet? Yes, it is equal to 10 upon 100 of the sheet. We saw that blue is also equal to 1 upon 10 of the sheet. We wrote it as 0.1 of the sheet. Yes, we can write it like that, 0.1 of the sheet, because one line is total 10 parts. Now moving on to the next one. We can say that 10 upon 100 is equal to 1 upon 10 is equal to 0.01. Or it is 0.1. Yes, we can say like this. 0.10 is always equal to 0.1. It is no need of writing this 0 in the end. It is equal to 0.1. Think we can write 10 paisa as 0.1 rupee. Yes. How many boxes are red? Which part of the sheet is this? Now we can see the number of boxes that we have to look here. These are the 10 boxes, you know, and these are 1 2 3 4 and 5 boxes. That is 10 plus 5. 15 boxes are red. So we can write it as 15 upon 100 is the total part that is red in the sheet. We can also write it as 0.15 of the sheet. We can write like that. Remember, we wrote 99 paisa as 0.99 rupees. Now 3 upon 100 of the sheet is black. Can we say that it is 0.03 sheet is black? Now let us count how many are black. Only out of 100, only 3 are black. 1, 2 and 3. That means 3 upon 100, or we can say that 0.03 sheet is black. That is correct. Now, how many white boxes are there in this sheet? There are 22 white boxes are there. Let us count how many are there. 10. These are the 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 and 22 boxes are white are there. So, which part of the second sheet is white? That is your 22 upon 100 is white, or you can write it as 0.22 sheet is white. You can write like that also. 0.22 sheet is white, or 0.22 sheet is white. Now here, don't get confused with 0.10 is same as 0.1. Remember that 50 paisa is written as 0.50 and also rupees 0.5. Now you have to, which part that we have done, now make your designs. Here the according to the question that is given here, make a nice design by counting 0.45 part of this square red. Now ये जो पूरा square है इसमें red color use करके बनाना है, but I have used the slight orange color because you can see this. If red color I'll use, it will become too dark. You will not be able to see these squares. So 45.45 out of 100. That means total 45 squares you have to color red and make a pattern. So you can make any you can use any 45 squares to make any pattern. I have simply taken 1 2 3 and 4 lines, that means 40, and the next half line up to 5. So 45 squares I have taken to make it this. use 4 colors. Each color should cover 0.05 of the square. That means what is the value of 1 square? 1 square is 1/100 है. तो एक स्क्वायर की वैल्यू जो 1/100 है, तो ये जो स्क्वायर है इसकी वैल्यू कितनी होगी? 0.50. मतलब हमको इस तरीके से कलर करना है. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 और 10 बॉक्सेस वी हैव टू कलर लाइक दिस टू मेक द पैटर्न ऑफ दैट. ईच शुड कवर 0.05 ऑफ द स्क्वायर. क्योंकि अगर 1/100 होता है तो दिस इज, अगर हम करेंगे तो ये 0.01 होगा. तो इस तरीके से हमको 0.05 करना है. तो वील डू लाइक दिस एंड कलर इट. सो डियर चिल्ड्रन, टुडे विल कंप्लीट अप टू दिस. फ्रॉम द नेक्स्ट turn we will start the new topic, that is your sports day. So I hope you have understood this. The exercise that I have solved here, these questions I have done in the notebook. I'll send the PDF. You have to do these questions in your notebook, which is on page number 139. All these questions you have to do at the market topic in your notebook one time. Along with that you have to do this match in your notebook also one time. ये match आपको notebook में करना है और ये question answers जो है, जो questions हैं, ये दोनों चीज़ें आपको नोटबुक में वन टाइम करनी है क्लास वर्क में और वन टाइम होमवर्क में करनी है. रिमेनिंग थिंग्स यू विल कंप्लीट इट इन योर टेक्स्ट बुक ओनली. टिल वी मीट ऑन द नेक्स्ट टर्न. हैव अ नाइस डे. बाय.